This is your boy, Callan CMP here, back with yet another live stream. Now, today it is Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025. And today, I am going to be reacting to the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final between Arsenal and Real Madrid. One person already watching. I'm going to go on to all messages, see who this is. I hope they're a good person. Now, the time at the moment is 7:10 p.m. and there are 50 minutes to go until kickoff. So there's a lot to speak about in the lead up to this game. So the last time that Arsenal played against Real Madrid in the Champions League was in 2006 and Arsenal won.
I would say, I'm not inside the club to understand what are their thoughts, but a striker, a top striker.
But given the team Arsenal are nowadays, it's going to be a very hard encounter. We got past PSV Eindhoven, but will we get past the reigning champions and the greatest team in the competition of all time? Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go and get my laptop and I am going to read a few facts on BBC Sport just so I can have some more dialogue.
We competed, we are second. That should not be acceptable anymore as a mindset. Then of course, if the other one was better, you applaud them and you go on. I think that's what he wants. I've listened to so many interviews of him, and he knows that it's not easy, but they have to get this win, which might go to an obsession, which you also don't want, right? You want to have that balance and that belief. So I mean, I wish this club really to get to the point where we will see Arsenal regularly in the semi-finals and just competing at that level, and that you're going to win some leagues and what the big clubs have done in Liverpool.
I am back.
That's what you want from Arsenal as well.
Okay, well, Arsenal may well be targeting goal scorers this summer, but we have got two very special goal scorers.
Oh, hello, I am back. Still no messages sent.
Chilling out right now.
So Wayne Rooney is being interviewed. There's Daniel Sturridge as well. I've just realised who he was.
He's done what we expected really, Kylian Mbappe to do, I think. There was a few question marks early on.
So Arsenal versus Real Madrid.
It's always going to take, a little bit of time with obviously some of the superstars who are already there at the club. But you see some of the goals he scored. You can see his ability, his pace, and he's a player who's played in the biggest games there is. He scored a hat-trick in the Belgian final. He's the one who can and probably will make a difference for Real Madrid this season. So I think it's
okay, if you don't mind me, I'm having some trouble finding the BBC article or website. So here we go. So the lineups for Arsenal, Mikel Arteta has gone for a 4-3-3 formation. In goal we have David Raya. Centre-backs Jakub Kiwior and William Saliba. At left-back we have Miles Lewis-Skelly. And at right-back we have Jurrien Timber. The centre midfielders are Declan Rice, Thomas Partey and Martin Odegaard. And for the front three, it's Gabriel Martinelli on the left, Bukayo Saka on the right, and Mikel Merino up front. Now the substitutes are N. Butler Oyedeji, Jorginho, Gower, Setford, Neto, Ethan Nwaneri, Kieran Tierney, Leandro Trossard, Ben White, and Alexander Zinchenko. Now, Real Madrid. For Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti has gone for a 4-4-2 formation. In goal we have Thibaut Courtois. Centre-backs, Antonio Rudiger and Asensio. At left-back we have David Alaba. And at right-back we have Federico Valverde. For the middle four, he's opted to play Eduardo Camavinga and Luka Modric in the middle. Left mid, we have Jude Bellingham. And at right mid, we have Rodrigo. And the two strikers are Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. The substitutes are Brahim Diaz, Lorenzo Aguado, Chema Andreas, Gonzalo Garcia, Fran Garcia, Fran Gonzalez, Gula, Sergio Mestre, Endrick, Jacobo Ramon, Jesus Vallejo, and Lucas Vasquez. You can barely recognise anyone on the bench. I only recognise about 2 or 3. If it was a few years ago, I would have recognised every one of the Real Madrid players.
We know we have to do so, get bodies back, getting bodies back, and making it difficult for them to get that space and try and, limit the chances to give a goal because it's ready to get chances to score. So I'm excited to see it. It's a big challenge for Arsenal, but I think the opportunity things can help. Well, we love our goals.
Tomorrow,
for a clean sheet, so.
Before I say the games that are happening tomorrow, also today at 8 PM, Bayern Munich are taking on Inter Milan. And on the 9th of April, which is tomorrow, Barcelona take on Borussia Dortmund and PSG take on Aston Villa. And then we reunite with Real Madrid on Wednesday, the 16th of April. 8 teams remain in the Champions League. Arsenal, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, PSG and Aston Villa. It's quite a shock that Aston Villa are in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. About half a decade ago, they survived relegation when they had the likes of Jack Grealish in their team. And now here they are, almost on top of the world, a few stages away from becoming the greatest European team in the world. Spain, Germany, Spain, Germany, Italy, Spain. So there are 2 teams from the Premier League, 2 teams from La Liga, 2 teams from Germany, 1 team from Italy, and 1 team from France.
Those clubs historically that have always been there, Milan as well, Juventus. So it has brought Madrid.
The time now is 7:18 PM, so that means we have 42 minutes to go until kickoff. On April 28th, it will be officially 1 year since I first did a live stream. That's when I live streamed my reaction to Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Oh, so we've got something pre-recorded with Thibaut Courtois
Thibaut, you
here.
missed the last 3 matches through injury. What has the problem been, and are you 100% fit now?
Yeah, 100%.
So when does the Champions League final take place? Saturday the 31st of May. That's around the time that I have my GCSEs coming
Hasn't been
up.
an easy season for Real Madrid, but still in the running for an unprecedented treble. What makes this club seemingly invincible in the must-win moments, in those high-pressure situations?
No, I think it's always how this club has been, how we...
Thibaut Courtois is one of Real Madrid's most prominent goalkeepers after Kane or Navas.
And then suddenly obviously
He single-handedly gave Real Madrid the Champions League title in 2022 against Liverpool, saving a lot of shots. Vinicius Jr. scored the winner.
We know it, but obviously
He also won the Golden Glove
There's a lot of
for
talk about Arsenal
Belgium
missing some
in the
key goal scorers. Where do you see
2018
their
World
main
Cup.
threat coming from?
No, for me it's a team that in general the 11
What is
together
it
play
with
very well,
Belgium?
defensively.
Rafinha is the top goal scorer
He can defend well and low block.
for Barcelona
Obviously Saka
with
is
11 goals.
a great player. Marino
Vinicius
is
Jr. is Real Madrid's top goal scorer with 7 goals.
So they have a couple of threats, and we just have to try to defend well.
Who's our top scorer? It's Bukayo Saka with 4 goals. He's tied with Kai Havertz. Saka and Havertz are our top scorers.
You've won the competition
Havertz is out for the
already
rest
before.
of the
Many are
season,
saying
which
that Real
isn't
Madrid,
good.
Barcelona are favourites to go all the way to the final in Munich. If you were to win your third in that way, would that top the rest?
Yeah, for sure, but I don't know. It always depends from game.
I wonder when the last time Arsenal went to the semi-finals of the Champions League was. I believe it was 2009. It was when Cristiano Ronaldo scored that outrageous free kick. That was in his final months at Real Madrid. So if I go to the channel content, and this is mainly for the one person that is watching right now, I am currently on 16,018 subscribers, and I have lost 23 subscribers in the past week, which isn't good, but I've got to keep my head high. I went to the Emirates on February 16th, 2020.
Where does he rank?
I think number 1.
I was 5 years too early to see this game. I saw Arsenal take on Newcastle United.
That from lateral free kicks, corners, crosses, he comes out with so much voice, so much
37 appearances, 11 clean sheets in all competitions. So if we go to the calculator,
games that could have been lost, and that's what you want for a top team.
11
goalkeepers that
divided by 37.
2 times against you, but
It's 29.7%.
up there with one of the best in the last 20 years.
Well, there are top players all over the pitch for Real Madrid, but let's talk about one of them in particular.
It'll be very good if we scored a goal against Courtois.
I asked you to give
There's
me one
Jude
word
Bellingham
to
of
describe
Real
him. You said
Madrid.
personality. Why was that?
This is in slow motion and pre-recorded.
And I think being so young, coming to such an important club, making the moves he made in his career, that shows all about his personality. Then we can, all be in agreement on his talent. But without the personality, that talent cannot flourish. So I'm super impressed by his capacity to adapt as well, because that's another thing. And probably the move he made to Germany first was so important to know what it takes.
Also, there's something else that I'm looking really forward to, and it's relating to Fortnite and that Jarvis, who was banned permanently on Fortnite back in 2019 when I was a few months into making YouTube content. He's coming back possibly today, and he says that he needs to build a God squad. I think the whole Fortnite community is going to be watching this.
From then at all, he's got a real chance of being a top player, and then, as Clarence said, the move to Germany.
Did you recognise a bit of yourself in that?
Yeah, I did. I think there's quite a few things with Jude which, I look at it, I think back at myself as a young player, and that temperament.
The greatest comeback in Fortnite history.
Which is good at the right moment, but his character.
I'm not just watching the game, I'm watching stuff on here. 2 people watching. I really want to see who you are, because I'm pretty excited. Ooh.
his attitude on the pitch. So I think he's a fantastic example for any young player.
Having the confidence to assert your personality, which clearly he did as a 16-year-old in Birmingham, and they retired the shirt when he left.
So it was back in February when Jarvis found out that he would be unbanned, and they said that it would occur in April, and the month is now April, and it is time for FaZe Jarvis to make his return. If any of you want to know what I thought about his ban, I believe it was absolute BS. I mean, there were two gamers who competed in a Fortnite tournament and they cheated, but they weren't banned for life. Yet Jarvis uses aimbot for YouTube content and gets banned for life. So here come the Arsenal players. Martin Odegaard, one of the first players to come out. Time is 7:25 PM, so 35 minutes until kickoff. So, also to pass the time, let's see Arsenal's journey to this stage. We've got to go back to late 2024. So let's go to Arsenal. Did they start in August or September? It was in at least September. So, their journey started on Thursday the 19th of September. They faced Atalanta away and drew 0-0, and it was thanks to a penalty save from David Raya. Then we go into October, and Arsenal on the first day take on PSG at the Emirates. We win 2-0, which was kind of a shock as PSG are the greatest French team in the world. Then, 3 weeks later, we play against Shakhtar Donetsk and we win 1-0, keeping yet another clean sheet, once again at home. And then we enter November, the penultimate month of last year. On the 6th, we took on Inter Milan away and lost 1-0. It was also the first goal that we had conceded in the Champions League. So I'd say the clean sheet run was pretty good, especially in the Champions League. Then on November 26th, we travelled to Portugal to face Sporting CP, and we absolutely thrashed them 5-1. Then we move into December, and were there any Champions League games played? Yes, there was. On the 11th, we took on Monaco and won 3-0.
One of the biggest abilities I think he has, even for England, he scored and he's like, who else? Because he believes I'm the guy.
Then we move into January of this year, 2025. There's 3 people watching now. If you haven't subscribed, please do it now, and please feel free to drop a like. So on January 22nd, Arsenal took on Dynamo Zagreb and won 3-0. Then, exactly a week later, we played against La Liga side Girona and won 2-1. Then we enter February.
At 19, is he better than even you expected?
And we didn't play any Champions League games there. Then we move into March, and on the 4th we took on PSV away in the Netherlands and we thrashed them 7-1. We treated them as if we were Brazil, and we looked at ourselves and thought we were Germany. Then, 8 days later on March the 12th, Arsenal took on PSV, drew 2-2, but Arsenal went through 9-3 on aggregate. And here we are almost a month later on April the 8th, 2025.
He's coached the very, very best.
Right now the camera is focusing on
You see something
Jude
in someone,
Bellingham.
you give them, you know, the freedom that sometimes as fans, as coaches, as players.
7:29 p.m. So 31 minutes to go.
And again, I think Carlo is the type of coach that all these young talents need, because he gives them the freedom to express themselves at the highest stage for probably one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they are showing and they're flourishing at the bigger club.
If there's any chink in his armour, is it his temperament at the moment? Does he just need to take control sometimes, Daniel? At the weekend we saw him kick a monitor over. Obviously they lost to Valencia at the weekend, and he's had moments of petulance. Or is that something that actually you don't mind? It shows something else in his character.
I like it. He's a winner. In the end, that's why he feels that way, because he's got it that the team loses. Of course, on the pitch is a different story. You know, maybe little things here and there but I think it's because he wants it so much. It's not a bad thing to be the type of player that shows that, you know, you wear your heart on your sleeve. I think similar to Wazza, to be honest, in terms of I mean, Wazza, what do you think?
I think for young players as well, especially, it's so important that you're not afraid to upset the teammates. I think because when we talk about character, personality, that desire to want to win, do anything to win a football game, and Jude has that. And along that way, you do have to upset, you will upset teammates. You know, with COYG, I was 18, Manchester United before then, and I can see that with Jude, he's not afraid to.
Wait.
What did you do to COYG?
Oh, that's
Ooh,
No, I think with Jude, so many top players there, but he's the one who will see, admirable his teammates and shouting at teammates at the right time. So I think it's important to boil over in big games as well, where that was sent off. I think that's the time to compose them. But I'm sure Ancelotti and his teammates wouldn't want to take any of that fire out of him.
Hang on, I've got to say something. I'll be right back.
Being open and not being afraid to upset any of your teammates, because you know that you will deliver. That is a great thing to have in a team, because everybody's sharp. You will, piss off some of your teammates sometimes, but sometimes it's necessary. And I think that he has the characteristic. Besides the fact he's so young, we don't want him to be too much perfect at the moment. He's always so mature. So
I got a question for Sesk and for Clarence. For me, when you watch midfielders play with top
I'll let them know.
attackers.
Guys, just to let you know, I'm going to go for dinner. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got 28 minutes to devour my dinner.
As a young player, I thought for myself, it was always amazing to learn from those in front and try to connect with them, because they could also make you better in terms of your game, right? I think the learning, and I can see that in it, the eagerness to just take from others as well, and every game you see some new things, new elements. I like the guy. I can talk hours about him. I love where he is, and I hope he will keep his control, that you don't go over, some of the moments that you have that passion and that disappointment or something, but that he can just fine-tune himself and mature slowly. He's so young. Let him make mistakes as well sometimes.
Okay, well, from one young English superstar to another, let's hear now from Bukayo Saka, who sat down with Gabriel Clark yesterday.
When you say the name Real Madrid, what jumps into your mind?
The history of them, how successful they've been.
Real Madrid have won the European Cup.
There's not really a better challenge for us at this point. And this gave me even more motivation, the tough days that no one sees, and the training out there to put the work in so I can be back in my best shape. See what I mean? It's just a very iconic moment. We did that in the Bernabeu as well. And that's always going to be in the history of this club. He just knew he was going to score, I can tell. I like a lot about him is the confidence that he has. Offers a lot of advice.
Can you do something similar?
I will do my best, yeah.
Which player in your squad has played the most games for Arsenal?
For Arsenal, I have to think now.
Me, 252.
He's a very special player. He's the player that can generate those magic moments, create that fear in the position. 4 months without him, it's been a long time.
This is my first goal in the Champions League last season. Yeah, we returned with a bang. Joy.
He's proved himself as a man for the big occasion.
I just enjoy the Champions League. You know, each team has their own ego and pride, so they go all out. There's a lot of space, a lot of energy, and a lot of chances.
What do you gain with Bukayo back?
Unpredictability. A player that can do something that is not in the game plan, is not in the books, is not in the scripts for the game. And connect with players probably in a way that other players they can't at the moment.
When I was Lewis Skelly, even Mary, I'm really proud of the way they're coming up and what they're doing for this club at such a young age, and I'm always making myself available for them if they have any questions. I like to tell them sometimes, you know, just to remind yourself that you belong at this level. They're so young, but they're playing like they've got bags of experience. It's a joy to see.
Which club has played the most games in the Champions League or European Cup and never won it?
I don't want to say it. We haven't lost at the Emirates in the Champions League in the last 2 years, so we're very, very strong there. That gives us enough belief to know that we can go and beat them. You can't go into a game with fear or with doubts, otherwise you know what's going to happen. You have to believe that you're going to win.
Sun setting on the Emirates Stadium as the crowd pours in. 60,000 of them are going to enjoy this quarter-final, and they'll be enjoying it all the more knowing that the wonder kid, the wonder boy, Bukayo Saka, is back. He's starting for the first time in 108 days. As a player, Wayne, how much is that in your mindset when you're recovering from an injury, an operation, thinking I can get back for that quarter-final? At the time, not knowing it would be Real Madrid.
Yeah, well, obviously, to come back from, so yeah, in his head he would be ready, no doubt about that whatsoever. A lot of work in the gym, a lot of strengthening work, so it's just really the game time which is the next step now, and he's got that tonight. The last couple of games he's played big parts in them games, but I'm sure he's being processed to get ready for this game tonight, so I'd like to get him standing in.
Tell us what he brings to this team that perhaps those who've been filling in for him, doing a good job, but aren't quite able to do.
Yeah, I think, as Mikel just said there, he brings in a bit of unpredictability. He can score goals, create goals, work rate. I think if we see here, you know, he gets the ball, he commits defenders, takes them 1v1, puts good crosses into the box. And this as well is really important. The set pieces, you know, his corners, were fantastic and a big part of Arsenal's goals which they have scored this season. But he is the main threat for me. You know, he gets his defender 1v1. He's no thought about anything else, and commits the defender, gets him into the penalty area where the defender now has to make a decision whether he tackles or not, and again puts him in the ball in the box. So he gives so many different options to Arsenal in terms of taking the ball, getting at players, getting shots off, committing players. So he's the biggest threat to score goals, so it's delighted to watch him and see him back.
And this highlights, doesn't it, when Arsenal have Bukayo Saka in the side there, just how prolific he is in terms of his impact on goals. The goals per game is up, the expected goals is up, and the chances that come in a game.
Yeah, and that's not going to he's the Arsenal's biggest threat. But not just for, well, I said before, not just for fans, but for his teammates as well. When you have a player out and one of your teammates out for a long time, it can affect you as one of the teammates as well. So for them Arsenal players tonight, I know they've got a couple more injuries, but to have Bukayo Saka back, that will give them a big boost with a lot more confidence of winning the game tonight. So the effect of him just starting the game tonight for everyone, the next with Arsenal will be huge.
It was interesting, wasn't it? We were having this discussion up there before we came on about would he get into this Real Madrid side with all their big names and Galacticos, and Cesc said if it wasn't for the marketing and the branding and the stuff that brings players to Real Madrid, he thinks he would. He's up there, he's in their company.
Yeah, I think you know, Madrid have got some very good attacking players, and you're basically saying him over people, and you could flip a coin. I think they're both incredible talents, and I think Bukayo Saka at the top of his game could pretty much go to any team. So yeah, off the point there.
Okay, well, Daniel, Sess and Clarence are taking a closer look at the warm-ups. They're out there on the pitch. Let's head over to them now.
We're talking about Starboy Saka just there, but now we're going to go on to another English superstar. We're talking about Declan Rice. Give me an opinion on what you think his vibe is.
Well, I think Declan is a top player. When Arsenal signed him, I thought it was the perfect decision for him and for the club. And I still haven't seen continuously the player that I saw in West Ham. For me, he was the total complete package. You know, I think here he has a more specific role to play. But you see what he can give. You know, he's a box-to-box. He can play as a number 6. He can play more as a player that will attack the space. We are lucky to be behind. Sir, how are you?
Look, Rudiger, you know what I mean? Pulling up on us. What's up, bro?
And yeah, no, for the rest, you know, fantastic lad, humble, you know, with a fantastic work ethic, and I think, you know, he can still give so much more to his team.
Yeah, I mean, considering Rudiger so rudely interrupted us, we should talk about him. But you know, what a player he is. Talk to me about the time with him at Chelsea, because he seems like he's a big leader for this Real Madrid team. And we talk about personalities, about leaders within squads. He seems to be the leader in that defense for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he is, and when he came at Chelsea, it was a little bit the same as when he first was at Real Madrid. He was not really playing at the beginning, but he always made his mark, you know, because of his personality, his leadership, his performance, because, you know, he seems a little bit clumsy sometimes with the ball, but it's not at all like that. He switches play, he has quality, he has personality to play one touch, he can play inside, not always outside, and for me, you know, when he made the move at Real Madrid, also for his physicality, I thought it was also the right decision, and he proved it to be right.
He brought to Real Madrid what was so needed after Ramos left as well. Like a guy with personality that can lead not only the defense, but also have that energy at certain moments to get the team going. Corners up front, how many goals they've scored already, important ones. Those are the guys who bring that extra when you need it. And we talk about the personality of Jude. He's another guy that consistently delivers on that sense.
And he can play for a big team. For me, he's the perfect defender or center defender to play for a top team, because top teams normally they're attacking. They have to have so many one-on-ones. They have to defend. They have to defend the line. You know, 50 meters, and he can handle any striker in the world.
In those one-on-one situations, it's so important to have somebody who likes those one-on-one situations too. If you don't have a defender that wants to defend in those moments,
to defend, not like most of the defenders you see nowadays. He actually loves to defend, and has the pleasure in defending well, taking balls, blocking shots. That is what you want to see from real defenders. Then if they also play well with the ball, there is an extra. Nowadays we see too much of the opposite happening, that they're only good with the ball, but then when it comes to defending, and sometimes they make, or many times they make wrong decisions, or are afraid to really get in the clash with the strikers, etc. So I really love his mentality.
And Mikel Merino, talking about him, his false nine. For you both, I'm sure you play the position. How do you feel as a midfielder going into that position in false nine, and what's the difference?
Well, in my case, when I did it at Barcelona for Spain, it just gave me a little bit more freedom to play as a little bit as a number 10, to come deep and create that superiority into midfield. Then you have the freedom and the feeling to understand when you need to go into the box, because at the end of the day, you are the striker of the team and you need to fill up the box, you need to score goals, you need to be dangerous, you need to feel the right moments, when to come deep, when not. And I think Mikel is a very intelligent guy. He has the physicality to do it, because at the end of the day, he's a box-to-box player. And he's been delivering good performance in that position, so I'm sure that Mikel trusts him and he's seen more than us.
Absolutely, I think you said most of the things. At the end, it's about reading the game, reading the moments when to be able to create that danger, you know, and to put yourself in a position that you can score goals. So yeah, we have enough of these players on the pitch today who can create some stuff.
But goals win games. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of them tonight.
Thank you, guys. As the players make their way in, they finish their warm-ups, they're going in for their final moments, their final messages in the dressing room. What a game we have in store. Arsenal host Real Madrid, and we're going to bring you a reminder of the team news. Alex Aljo first, and Gabriel Clark.
Well, the headline for the Arsenal team is the return of Bukayo Saka after nearly 4 months out injured to the starting lineup. But Mikel Arteta had a few key decisions to make in defence and attack as well. This is the Arsenal starting 11, 5 changes from the weekend. Raya in goal, with Gabriel out for the season. Jakob Kivior partners Saliba in central defence. At full-back it's Miles Lewis-Skelly and Julian Timber. In midfield, Partey, Rice and Martin Odegaard, Arsenal captain and still the youngest player in Real's history. The Spaniard Mikel Merino, a midfielder turned stand-in striker and Arsenal's top scorer this year, is preferred up front alongside Martinelli, and Saka playing his 253rd game for Arsenal, but few have been as prestigious as this one. With the Real team news, here's Alex.
Well, the good news for Real Madrid is that Thibaut Courtois returns in goal, having missed the last 3 games for injury, but he has said he is fully fit and ready to go. Aurelien Tchouameni is suspended.
Right, I'm back. How long have I been away for? About 13 minutes.
Arsenal will be wary of Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Junior up front this evening. They scored 53 goals between them so far this season. And they're captained by 39-year-old Luka Modric, who's still pulling the strings in that Madrid midfield with an incredible 6 Champions League titles to his name. And I'm sure the Madrid fans will be hoping that number increases to 7 by the end of this season. There are nearly 3,000 of them behind me, already making a lot of noise. It'll be the first time at the Emirates for a lot of them, because the last time they came to M5...
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this!
Just a third meeting between the two sides, but over the years, there have been plenty of memorable moments.
Also, I'm excited for the caramel shortbread that my mum has just made. She's really good.
Even they will feel tension ahead of this one tonight.
Big moments. That's what these matches are about.
That is sensational. This is the magic juice. This is the winning formula.
Ah, look who's come to see. It's spinning. There he is. Hi, Billy. Hi, everyone.
Well, they haven't been beaten at home in the Champions League for 2 seasons, but that's
Luke, calm down.
Never done that before.
Stop resisting.
Arsenal team. They need a different
Look
mindset
at this.
tonight, Daniel.
Very different mindset, and they've got to be confident, which they will be. No fear. Don't worry about the names on the t-shirt, whatever it may be. Focus on your tasks. It's a big night for some of the big names, of course. Declan Rice, I know he can score goals, and he can provide that. Martinelli, of course, as well. So, very excited for them.
Where are the key battles for you?
The key is to make sure that he advises us inside. If there's water coming, you know. So,
You're
yeah,
scarred
we're
by
safe. We're
previous
safe.
experience.
No, I mean the key for Arsenal. I think we said it already. This is the goal. They have to go away after this match.
He's going to
with
Super
something
Saiyan now. Oh, God.
For them to believe and to be able to do something.
Believe.
It's going to be a tough one. But I believe that this will be really.
Be a good boy. You're on camera.
Make difficulty for Real Madrid.
It's us against the world.
To the Bernabeu.
Isn't it, Blue? Isn't it?
Real Madrid, you know, Arsenal will have a lot of the ball today. The most dangerous
Look at
moment
that
when they have
face.
the
I
ball,
wish someone would
after they lose
screenshot
it,
that.
What is going to happen? Because they are really fast up front. They play for that counter-attack moment, and they will need to take care of that.
Okay, kick-off between Arsenal and Real Madrid is coming right up.
As soon as they click on the live stream, they're going to see a dog snout.
And Munich is starting to appear.
12 minutes until kick-off! Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Guarantees quality.
anything. Want to say hi to everyone? Hi, I'm on YouTube. What?
Totty? 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 Totty?
What did you want me to say? The wines are off.
You know,
Dad!
gambling, the
Dad!
urge at first was pretty small.
Wines are
But
right.
over time it just was so
Wines
strong.
right.
It was like a human-sized magnet. About 100 of them.
Dad said you could go.
No matter what I tried to resist it, I just couldn't. I knew I needed to reach out and try and turn it around.
If you're worried about how gambling makes you feel, we can help. Search Gamble Aware.
Introducing COYG Sea Line 7. Book your test drive today.
Welcome to Last One Laughing. 10 comedians and one objective.
Yeah?
Do not laugh.
Secret celebrity.
Sorry guys, I'll be right back.
Who's yours?
What was it?
What? Who looks like AI?
Laughing is a bodily function.
It's like suppressing a fart.
What, the rules change?
You're bad at this game. Say hi, Jackson. Oh, hello, my good boy.
Sweeter than the sweetest with the new Lynx Fine Fragrance Collection.
You know that being a soldier is exciting, but what you want to know is what's in it for me. Being able to do this for an hour, that's what's in it for me.
I didn't use Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce. So an AI agent didn't see the fastest route to my gate. Which has changed.
I'll tell the pilot to hold the plane.
Bro, this is bloody me in public.
Agent Force helps Heathrow create a first-class experience. Agent Force. It's what AI was meant to be.
That's it.
What's on your phone, bro? Playing a shorty, guys. That's not funny. No, this is like
Oh, I was pranked as well.
It's about to find out that won Lotto.
So he wasn't their only victim.
Maybe that guy.
One person watching now. We're 44 minutes into the stream and the time is 7:53 p.m.
Get yourself a coat with sleeves. Lotto makes $2 million.
We are 7 minutes away from kickoff.
Small. Doing what you can, when you can. There's just one change. Followed by another. And another. Until you wake up refreshed. Find your step. And realize that incremental has become monumental. Beat yesterday.
Champions! That's Messi on a MasterCard advert. I thought it was MasterCard, but it's priceless. Oh, it is MasterCard. For everything else, there's MasterCard. That was from Rocket Ali.
energy and unbridled enthusiasm. And it's Saka! Arsenal's cake is iced. Simply majestic Real Madrid. What a delicious prospect this is.
Really is, and there you see the Emirates lit up, full up of fans expectant. 8 times Arsenal have been in the Champions League quarter-finals, but only twice have they made it through to the semi-finals. If they're going to do it this year, what do you want to see from them tonight, says Fabregas?
Well, I think they need to keep calm, they need to try to start strong. They need to let them feel that
see, Arsenal's, Arsenal's youngest ever goal scorer, I think.
Manage a certain moment of the game in a very intelligent way. As I said before, Real Madrid, when they are most dangerous is when you have the ball, because you get comfortable, you think they're not pressing, you think you're getting the feel of the game, and in 1 second they are celebrating the 1-0. So, like Michael said, it's about winning and it's about the game management as well.
You know the fans singing North London Forever, you know how important those fans could be tonight.
Yes, and they are delighted to be here. This is why, the team needs to understand that after so many years, they are here to support them, to be behind them and to just give a proper top delivery like
so,
we did for
the
example,
players of Arsenal and Real Madrid are all in the dugout.
Full of talent, it's full of Galacticos, but Arsenal are going to have to try and stop them tonight and take something back to the Bernabeu.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is vital, to keep the hope alive. I really think Arsenal can do well tonight. I see them winning.
Vinicius Junior looking at the camera.
The top talent of Real Madrid, they need to minimize it a lot by playing a really
There's Martin Odegaard.
And Arsenal will be led there by their captain, Martin Odegaard. So let's head out now to the stadium and to your commentary team this evening. Alan Shearer, and good evening to John Champion.
Thank you, Gabby. Good evening, everyone. Nights like this don't come around too often. For Arsenal, the biggest game at the Emirates since the 2009 Champions League semi-final against Manchester
This is
United.
our biggest Champions League game in 16 years. Will the memories of Bayern Munich from last season be wiped away?
And as these players are about to witness, Arsenal's home ground is dressed up to the nines.
There's a large crowd roar.
Facing Real Madrid in the springtime is perhaps the ultimate test.
As the sun goes down on April the 8th, all the Arsenal fans watching at home sit down and hope for the very best. We are facing Real Madrid, for Christ's sake. This is no amateur team or team that is just as good as us that we're facing. This is fucking Real Madrid. And there's Bukayo Saka, or as my dad would say, Sir Bukayo Saka. The starting 11s are going to come up, but I've already read them, so I don't need to do it again.
Just kicking off now.
No, they're just making hand contact. How do you say it? Greeting the players.
The previous 3 games between Arsenal and Everton. The teams then, for Arsenal, a question of how they've replaced the irreplaceable. No Gabriel, so important at both ends of the pitch. Kivior steps into the considerable breach. Biggest game of Luis Skelly's career so far. In midfield, Martin Odegaard faces the club that bought him but then seemed to forget about him. And Bukayo Saka makes his first start since the middle of December. Marino is the makeshift striker.
But I hope the Arsenal players are taking all this in with his fans, because I've been in this stadium many times. Very rarely have I heard it with an atmosphere like this. I really hope they listen to it, looking at it, and using that to their advantage.
I'm not sure what you think for all the concern, not this Martin Odegaard who gets to wear the armband against the club, who failed to recognise the best of him. The referee, a 40-year-old lawyer from Sarajevo, his 4th Champions League season, but his first appointment at the Emirates. Real Madrid's team, like Arsenal's, lacks some key pieces, but Courtois has shaken off a knee injury. Antonio Rudiger once scored an own goal here with Chelsea in a League Cup semi-final. Alaba's back after long-term injury. Modric made his debut when Bellingham was 6 weeks old. And the front three, the supercharged superstars, have scored 67 times.
6 weeks old. Bellingham was 6 weeks old when Luka Modric made his debut. How crazy is that?
They have lost already 4 times in the Champions League, and that will have to give Arsenal hope.
Bukayo Saka's return couldn't be more timely. 3 months of enforced inactivity, and then recovery, and now rejuvenated and ready to inspire. Much emphasis too on William Saliba to hold Arsenal together at the back in the absence of Gabriel. As a boy, he was coached by Kylian Mbappe's dad. Their opponents for the first time tonight. They grew up in the same Paris suburb of Bondy, attended the same primary school, and played in the same junior team. This is where the new look Champions League merges with the old.
Here we go.
The continent's giants trading blows.
Off we go. This is our biggest game of the season so far. We are facing Real Madrid in the first leg of the quarter-finals in the Champions League. No mucking around this time.
The big question is, can they defend those front three?
Definitely a crackle in the north.
Oh no, he missed it. And now Kylian Mbappe's on the ball, he shoots. Good save by David Raya. Great save. Mbappe already takes a shot.
That's exactly what he does, and he hits the target. Trouble a goalkeeper though. Nice and easy.
What was it? 1 minute in. Early warning signs for Arsenal.
Of hope tonight.
It's as good as I've heard the atmosphere in here, isn't it, you?
Absolutely. In 19 years, it's the 515th game to be played here, and experienced Arsenal watchers who go all the way back to the Highbury days say that this is the most glamorous, the biggest occasion.
So here goes Martin Odegaard. He's got Saka to his right. Here he is on the ball. Very excited to see him play again. Odegaard. Jurrien Timber, Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Lewis Skelly goes down, and Arsenal get a free kick. We're almost an hour into the stream, and it's a few minutes into the game. To be honest, I didn't really mean to start it that early, but I don't really regret it because I had a lot to talk about, a lot on my plate. Here's Bukayo Saka to Odegaard. Now Timber back to Odegaard. Timber making a run on Odegaard's right. He's looking for an opening. Looks as if Modric is going to clear that way. Oh, he's giving it away to Odegaard. Loose touch, and there's Bellingham. But we get it off him. Saka goes down. That is big. We have a free kick just outside the penalty area.
In the first couple of minutes, that's exactly what they've done. They've won.
Lovely from Saka. I just love that man. He's been through so much. Hit his ass as well when he fell down.
Nice to get here early. Want to be part of the match, not watching the match, part of it. Message from Arteta yesterday.
Real Madrid fans must be sweating right now.
Chauvet is out
Odegaard with the captain's armband gets ready to take the free kick. Here we go. Odegaard, it's low and it's cleared away. Saka looks like he's going to get to that. Oh no, what's he done? What's he done? This is bad. Vinicius Jr. And it's deflected by Saliba and into the gloves of David Raya. That was a poor mistake for Saka to make. Vinicius Jr. was trying to pick out Mbappe, who was being marked by Miles Lewis-Skelly. I'm only a few months younger than Lewis-Skelly. How crazy is that? I think we're both 17.
The way that Real Madrid have set up at the moment, it's almost a 4 across midfield.
That's when they're defending, I think, though, John, but when they're going in forward positions...
Declan Rice against Asensio. Asensio's cleared that away.
Basically any position they want.
We're 5 minutes in and there's Mikel Arteta, who's been our head coach since 2019. He's been our coach for nearly 6 years.
European football, his 217th Champions League tie this evening.
Player and manager.
7 wins as a manager, 2 as a player.
This is good here. Thomas Partey and now Odegaard. He's picked out Bukayo Saka. There's the cross. Oh my God, I thought that was in. Antonio Rudiger, who scored the winning penalty against Atletico Madrid, almost scored an own goal there. In fact, it would have been Camavinga. It came off his ass. Imagine that. A lot of memes would have been made. Real Madrid are let off the hook for now on, or from now on. And Saka prepares to take the corner. Every fan holds their breaths. Up steps Saka with the corner. And it's punched away by Thibaut Courtois. And out for another corner.
And he can't take any chances at all. He sets off early, doesn't he? Gets away from the traffic, he goes up early, he's got no option but to push it over the bar again.
Go on, Saka. Put another one in. In it comes. Chance! Oh, why did I think that was going in? It looked like it. It looked like it. And now Real Madrid are on the run. There's Mbappe flicking it on. Here is Rodrigo. There's boos ringing all around the Emirates Stadium. Camavinga finds Luka Modric. 1-2 with Alaba. Modric wearing the captain's armband for Real Madrid. I think he's the longest serving player in the team. Here is Antonio Rudiger. Plays it back to Modric. Now it is Vinicius Jr. He plays it back to Modric. Bellingham to Modric. Long ball. Mbappe's there. Great save from David Raya. And now here come Arsenal. Thomas Partey. Timber beats Bellingham to the ball and picks out the captain, Martin Odegaard. Partey. Miles Lewis-Skelly to Declan Rice. Lewis-Skelly. Martinelli. Lewis-Skelly through to Rice. There's the cross. Asensio clears. And Real Madrid survive again. We are really giving the reigning champions a run for their money. Mbappe breezes past Odegaard. He's got two open options. He's picked out Alaba, who feeds in Vinicius Jr. and there's the cross. And it's gone out of play.
Well, two opportunities had, hasn't it, down that left-hand side. He chose to go with one, the first one with the outside of the right boot, and this one to go on the outside with the left foot. Neither worked. I think it's his own player, doesn't it? Saliba, isn't it, on the line there? It is. Such a dangerous ball and really, really difficult to defend.
Here is Jurrien Timber. Now it is William Saliba. Thomas Partey enters the Real Madrid half. Lewis Skelly. Timber. Odegaard. Timber, pressured by Bellingham, picks out Saliba. Kiwior to Declan Rice, Arsenal's record signing. Martinelli with the cross, headed away from Saka by David Alaba. Modric boots it away from Marino, who is playing up front as a replacement for Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. Rudiger.
We've seen the threat already, haven't we, with Real Madrid and what they're trying to do.
To Asensio. I think that's Valverde there.
Forward. Can they get it forward into the pace of Mbappe and Vinicius Jr.? That is their first option.
Lovely control there from Jurrien Timber, and Alaba makes a great challenge. Don't mind me, I've got a little bit of hay fever. We've gone past the 1 hour mark. Odegaard. It's Timber. I'm yelling Timber. He's on the run. And he will cross into the box. They'll beat the keeper. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
His arms around it, but I'm not sure there's enough room to go down. Just felt the touch, didn't he?
And become a team of legend. Every year, like previous mishaps, we wonder whether they won't be able to work their magic trick in that particular season, but often they do.
Oh, that's lovely from Lewis Skelly. Arsenal on another dangerous counter-attack. Rice to Martinelli. He enters the area. Martinelli with the cross. And Marino leaves it for Partey. It's a save by Courtois. And then a deflection back into the hands of Courtois. The Arsenal fans love that. Thomas Partey could have made it 1-0 there. Marino just leaves it on a plate for him. And Asensio almost scored an own goal.
Now Real Madrid's turn to earn a corner.
Oh no, Real Madrid have a corner. And we're 14 minutes into the game. I think it took a deflection on the way, but it still would have been his goal as the shot was on target. So, We've defended corners.
Decent start, hasn't it?
We've scored from corners.
There is a
Can we defend a corner here?
penalty check going on at the moment.
Penalty check.
Possible handball.
Oh my God! Possible handball?
Now Asensio.
It's Asensio.
Be amazed.
There's going to be
Yeah, I'll be amazed if
a
that
penalty
distance is
check.
Very, very short. He isn't putting his arm out to make himself bigger. But what we have to remember, John, is we have a different criteria to the Premier League on handball. They are more strict on the punishment of handball. Even if the arm is slightly outstretched, UEFA will try to get a penalty. But I don't agree that this is a penalty kick.
Is it a spot kick? It does hit his arm.
It's down. Comes at him from a yard or so.
Has the referee decided yet? He's still deciding. Tension overcomes the Emirates Stadium.
But I don't.
It's been clear.
It's been cleared, so no penalty.
Modric can now take the corner once.
Referee stop play because an Arsenal player is down and Rudiger is involved.
Push you inside the 6.
Jurrien Timber's down.
Allow impediment there.
Modric to take the corner. Punched away by David Raya.
Good goalkeeper now. He's taking the pressure off his
And the
defence.
Warriors are let off for now because Real Madrid, they could get this. Oh! Martinelli was there. That got me excited. That was some great defending there. Managed to pick up the pieces that he spilled. Why are they all booing him? Oh, it's Mbappe, of course. I love how the fans of Arsenal, they're booing Kylian Mbappe. So, Camavinga finds Luka Modric. It's now Federico Valverde. Mbappe. Bellingham. Camavinga. To Modric. Back to Camavinga.
Saturday, when they conceded the 95th minute decider at home against struggling Valencia. 4 points behind Barcelona.
Keep ball for them at the minute. Every one of them getting a touch out there and going from one end of the pitch to the other.
One like, that's good. Let's hope I get some more subscribers. One person watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't liked, please like. And when I say that, I mean my live stream. I haven't received any messages on this live stream yet, which is quite sad. I feel a bit lonely. If people communicate with me, I'll be more social. Saka looks pretty dangerous there. Here's David Alaba. Chest controls it. But Arsenal get it back. Here's Saka. And the referees 0-0, 17 minutes in. But the linesman's flag is up.
Get their structure right, which it was certainly then, and they press as a team rather than individuals, then that's fine. Force them from Arsenal's own half right back to their own goalkeeper. Wasn't too many problems doing that. Yeah, again, it was good pressing though. When you go, you've got to all go together. There's a little nudge on him there, so it was a free kick.
Casemiro, the players that I wasn't able to dislodge.
Antonio Rudiger. Miles Lewis Skelly plays it through. Martinelli, it's cleared away, and we have a throw-in just outside Real Madrid's penalty area. It's Asensio with the clearance. Here's Partey. Luka Modric. Great challenge from Declan Rice, but referee thinks otherwise.
40 in September, Luka Modric.
Really weird that he's 39 and he's been playing football since the 2000s decade. Most of these players have started playing in the 2010s decade. The 2010s decade.
Really is incredible. To the extent that he is the oldest ever player for Real Madrid.
The oldest ever player for Real Madrid. It'll be very sad when Modric leaves Real Madrid. At one point, he can't play for Real Madrid anymore. Man City have already lost Kevin De Bruyne, and Bayern Munich have also lost Thomas Müller.
Both flanks, right and the left-hand side. And they've had a couple of really dangerous set pieces.
Bayern Munich was the only club that Thomas Müller played for. It's because I think they failed to negotiate a new contract of his. I was played through. This looks good. How is that not a foul, ref? Oh, lovely. Martin Odegaard. Go on. All right. Twice! Are you kidding me, ref? Rudiger. Zach Rodrigo against Luis Skelly. It's Mbappe. Vinicius Jr. And that's wide. Goal kick. I think most of the boos are for the referee because he had two chances to give us a free kick from their perspectives.
I can see what Vinicius Jr. was trying to do, just trying to whip it with his right foot. Get the bend on it, he just couldn't quite get enough.
Of the European Cup, or as it's now become the Champions League. Madrid in the last eight for the 40th time.
Here is Martin Odegaard. He's played it to Saka. Saka plays it through to Marino. Real Madrid looking to get it away. It's Asensio clearing it. Now it's Jude Bellingham to Antonio Rudiger. Did that come off William Saliba? I swear it did, but according to the referee, looks like I was thinking wrong because Arsenal are the team that have the throw in.
Arsenal are doing that.
Thomas Partey.
There's not one centre forward in there. If you look at Marino, they're coming short. Declan Rice is the one that's furthest forward. I've seen him make a couple of those really dangerous runs. It causes problems for the centre halves because they haven't really got anyone to mark. You look at Rudiger and Asensio there. Declan times that run correctly, he'll get in.
The way through the first instalment of what everyone anticipates will be a titanic tussle. It's the second time Arsenal and Real Madrid have been paired in Europe. They met in the round of 16 on the road at Ivory in its last few weeks as Arsenal's home in 2006. It was the second leg of the goalless draw after Thierry Henry's goal. And now Arsenal become the first English side ever to win at the Bernabeu.
Oh, shit! Offside! Offside! He's offside! Hey! Okay, would have been offside.
There would have been salvation.
That was scary, though. That was scary.
Sloppy balls away like that. Wonder where they want to.
It's offside.
The Arsenal defenders has gone down injured there.
Jurriën Timber.
They just catch him late there. He is offside, but it was a sloppy pass that gave the chance away in the first place. They can't afford to do that. Yeah, just catches his ankle there, doesn't he? Just rocks it a little bit.
Jurriën Timber is down injured. We're 25 minutes into the game. I am on live chat, but still no messages have been sent. Hang on, I'm going to go see if there's any caramel shortbread ready for me.
Shorts. No Gabriel, no Calafiori. No Tommy Yasu. The Dutchman is restored.
Jurriën Timber's down injured. Jurriën Timber.
I think they're thrust into the holding role for Madrid this evening with Chouameni suspended. And Ceballos, the season's here on loan, still out injured.
Painful lows when you rock your ankle. It will be for a minute or two, but my experience, he'll be back on in a minute. It'll be all right.
Arsenal have had 2 shots, 1 on target. Real Madrid have 3 shots, 1 on target. The stats are close, only the amount of shots overall are the difference. Miles Lewis Skelly. Thomas Partey is his closest option, and here he is. Bukayo Saka. Oh, there's Camavinga, and Courtois going to grab that.
We'll try and do that as much as they can. Give him the ball and hope he can get the better of him. Alaba 1v1. Really fancy his chance.
Here is Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe gives and goes.
Mbappe again.
Childhood friend Saliba marshals him pretty well. This wasn't so great.
Here's Mbappe again. This doesn't look good. Great defending. And Camavinga keeps it alive for Real Madrid, the men in grey. Modric to Mbappe. Here is Rodrigo. Modric to Camavinga. 1-2 with Bellingham. Here is Antonio Rudiger to David Alaba. Vinicius Jr. Back to Alaba. Here is Antonio Rudiger. Lovely ball. Federico Valverde. Alaba with a great ball. Jurriën Timber finds Odegaard. Will Arsenal start another counter-attack? Camavinga, though, gets in the way.
You work so hard to get the ball back. You give it away.
Antonio Rudiger to Luka Modric. Federico Valverde. There's the bounce. That could have been a problem for Raya, but he stayed solid in the moment. Declan Rice picks out Lewis Skelly, and now it's Thomas Partey who finds Jurriën Timber. William Saliba. Mikel Merino. Thomas Partey. Bukayo Saka. Timber. Saka. Odegaard.
Camavinga had to get that tackle right, didn't you, Odegaard? Had to be perfect.
Arsenal still have it. Miles Lewis-Skelly. William Saliba. Lewis-Skelly to Jakub Kiwior. Saliba. Kiwior. Here we go. Miles Lewis-Skelly. Oh no. Saka should have been there, to be honest. One person watching, hello to you. Welcome to the chat. I really want to know who you are. You'll be the first person to say something on the live chat. And please, be nice. Oh, they've gone. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run. The life goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life. And the only lyrics I know from Untitled by Simple Plan.
When you look at Real Madrid, do you see much structure, or is it more off the cuff because of the nature of the talent within their ranks?
I think what they've done really, really well is we spoke about how great this atmosphere was in the first 10 minutes or so of the game. But what they've done really well is they've taken the sting out of the game. They've passed it around. We said they were going nowhere with their passes earlier on, but there was a reason to that, and that was to take the sting out of this crowd, and they've done that. But I do see Arsenal get it right and then creating chances. The one big thing is trying to keep him.
Jurrien Timber got himself into some trouble here. Bellingham has found Kylian Mbappe. Great save, David Raya.
Exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to open his body up to try and whip.
And here we go. Declan Rice picks out Gabriel Martinelli.
Now Arsenal with the ball. Martinelli.
Martinelli enters the area. There's the cross. Rudiger and Courtois grabs. Once again, Arsenal come close. Finally, yet again, a person is watching the live stream. Now, what's your score prediction? I don't have one because I don't play FIFA. Oh no! Timber comes in. Rescue Saliba for now. It's Mbappe. He looked like he was going to shoot there. Here's Mbappe. And it's Rodrigo. Oh no! Good block. But however, it's led to a Real Madrid corner.
Defensively, I really do. I think we've seen that with Arsenal when they've lost the ball, a threat. Just like that, when they win the ball, I said, first thought is, can they play it forward into one of them? And they do into Mbappe this time. The guy of his standard, he just whips it too much and it's straight at him rather than get the bend around it. You can see he's going around the ball. Yeah, it's a very, very good opportunity and another warning for Arsenal.
I think Alaba is trooping across to take this. Champions League start of the season for the Austrian. It was out for more than a year with an ACL injury.
In it comes. That's easy for Saka to make. Good Saki boy.
Every threat that Madrid have posed has been within 3 or 4 seconds of them of winning the ball. They get it, they go forward straight away. Why wouldn't you with the pace and the ability with what they've got? It's a huge strength of theirs. That's why you've got to be so careful in trying to protect the ball and not give it away.
Here's Kylian Mbappe. This isn't good. He's found Vinicius Jr. And there's the cross. And it's headed away. Mbappe controls it. Absolutely fumbles Odegaard. Past another. Picks out David Alaba. And then an Arsenal player goes down and it's Mikel Merino. And we get a free kick. We're 1 hour, 25 minutes into the stream. and it's still goalless.
Back and a little body movements and sends defenders one way, and then he does catch it.
What's going on, Mum?
I don't know, you tell me.
I thought you were having dinner.
Yeah, we finished dinner.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Both
Are we
teams
on
have
the
been
second
playing
half or no?
exceptionally well.
I was still on the first half.
34th minute. I started very early in the stream, about 50 minutes before kickoff. Martin Odegaard finds Bukayo Saka.
Oh.
Saka finds Odegaard.
Saka
Bukayo
better
Saka.
score. After
In it
being
comes.
off for so long.
Odegaard. Saka. And again. Partey. Here is Jurrien Timber. William Saliba finds Jakub Kiwior. Declan Rice. Martinelli, that's a deflection off of the Real Madrid player. It is a throw-in for the Gunners. My fat dog's here again. Blue! No, he's ignored me. He looked at me and then walked away. He said, Nana, you ain't getting me on your stream again.
He's camera shy.
No. He's had his face in the camera a lot of the time. Since he was a little baby. I just remember him climbing on top of me when I was looking at him as a baby.
I don't think that was a foul. You know what Vinicius Junior was trying to do and just shield that ball, but he's well within his rights to go for the ball.
That's rough from Timber on Vinicius Junior. I think, to be honest, the referee did the right thing by giving the free kick to Real Madrid. But we move on. Anyways, here's Camavinga to Modric. Camavinga enters the Arsenal half. I'm not. Mum, I'm not.
Well, you just did.
I didn't, Mum. What a ball.
Martin Odegaard.
Saka, no cross! Oh my god. 2 people watching now. Hello to you both. Welcome to the chat. Make sure to like the live stream and subscribe to the channel. Here is Jakub Kiwior.
He's done his job, he's done his bit. Magical to get into that position. Just puts it into that dangerous area. Nightmare for defenders and the goalkeeper. The dream of a ball. Getting frustrated up here myself. That ball was on the end of it.
There it is, no hits of that in your voice.
Miles Lewis Skelly picks out Gabriel Martinelli, faced by Valverde. And he's been brought down. No free kick, says the referee. I feel tired already, but I won't go to bed until the match is over. That's how dedicated I want to be. Maybe I need to splash water into my face so that I'm fully concentrating on what I'm doing.
People seeing it and hearing it, but I'm telling you, a centre forward gets on the end.
Here's
of that
Kylian
ball.
Mbappe.
He has to.
to Luka Modric. Kylian Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga.
Modric. This pitch. She was 19 years ago. Modric. Rodrigo.
Here's Modric. Eduardo Camavinga. Asensio. Courtois with the long ball. Here is Partey. Bukayo Saka on the ball now.
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard. Through for Saka. Oh, just wide. And Declan Rice looks like he's going to get to that. Throw in for Arsenal. I think he left that out because he knew it was Arsenal's throw in. Saka played a 1-2 with Odegaard. His cross came off Antonio Rudiger.
William Saliba. Timber.
Jurrien Timber picks out Odegaard. Free kick for Real Madrid.
As a winger, that's all you can do. Your job is not to pick people out at times. Your job is to get the ball
Wanted to see if you were awake.
in the hope that someone gets on
You
the
did
end
promise
of it.
me for a lovely caramel shortbread, and I haven't eaten one in ages.
He doesn't know whether he's going
Oh,
left, right.
guess who's here?
And
The
again,
dog
it's
of the
such a
hour,
dangerous ball.
Balloon. Oh,
Yeah,
here
I was
he
feeling the
is.
same way, mate, as well.
Hi. Alright, I'm actually going to lower this here. Right, so you can see the dog better. Don't have to ring him. Hi, everyone. Ah! He's biting me! Thomas Partey picks out Jurrien Timber. Martin Odegaard. Jurrien Timber. Saliba. Odegaard. Inter have opened the scoring against Bayern Munich. Lautaro Martinez with the opener in the 38th minute. Bukayo Saka on the ball. He tries to backheel it to Timber but fails. And Real Madrid are on the counter-attack with Vinicius Jr. up against Thomas Partey. Lovely defending from the Gunners. Lovely jubbly. Dog's here. Hi, doggy.
Other games, we have exclusive coverage of Tuesday's top Champions League fixture all season long. So next week we'll be at Villa Park at this time to see if Aston Villa or PSG can take a place in the last four.
Rashford's cheating his way to a Champions League title. I wonder that's why he signed a loan deal with Aston Villa. Saka to Timber. Partey. Saliba to Jakub Kiwior.
Very much like this place was tonight.
Rice.
10 or 15 minutes.
Lewis Skelly.
They've given them plenty to shout about in the last 10 minutes. Really good wing play from both Martinelli and Saka. got to do. They've got to try and feed those two as much as they can, because that's been their biggest danger, biggest threat.
Saka, Partey. We still have it. Mikel Merino, Thomas Partey, Timber with the ball in header. What a save! Rebound! Oh my goodness me! Thibaut Courtois with a double save. It's as if he's carrying Real Madrid here. We had two big chances there to open the scoring. Here we go again. Thomas Partey. Jurrien Timber finds Martin Odegaard. Thomas Partey. Miles Lewis Skelly. Partey finds Martin Odegaard. Bukayo Saka. Saka into the box. Martinelli's there. It's a goal kick.
Well, again, another wonderful ball into the box. It's been the best opportunity, and Declan Rice finds himself about 10
I'm really
yards
worried
out
when
of the
you
free
close
header.
your eyes.
You just can't guide it into the corner enough, and it's a
did
simple
say.
save. The first one from Courtois, not so much the second one. I know it's straight at him. But he's really quick in getting up from the first save.
We had a reaction there.
Plenty of encouragement though for Arsenal, creating chances and getting into
Of the
really
initial
dangerous
shot
areas.
and the rebound shot. 2 more minutes of first half play.
Second in La Liga.
Here's Martin Odegaard. Here's Odegaard.
That's exactly that. They really have. I think in the last sort of 10 or 15 minutes, they've done really well with the ball and defended well when they've had to. Well, Madrid have had a couple of really good chances as well, but Arsenal have had the better of this half, and they'll be really disappointed. They're going in level.
Here's Eduardo Camavinga. This doesn't look well. Rodrigo. Mbappe to Modric. Rudiger. Modric. Final few seconds of the first half. It's Federico Valverde. He lays it off to Camavinga. And it's off target, and that will be the last effort of the first half. My dad has come in with caramel shortbread. No, that wasn't me.
Is that you in there in the corner?
Yeah, I tested one bit, but that was earlier. Excuse me.
You were just asleep. You were asleep.
I was asleep.
You're not having wine on the sofa when you're asleep.
Good half. It really has.
All right. That is half time. We're 1 hour and 39 minutes into the stream. Arsenal 0, Real Madrid 0. And what's Blue doing? Just
And will feel that they've done enough to be in front, but they're not. We'll get the thoughts of Clarence Seedorf, Wayne Rooney, Daniel Sturridge and Cesc Fabregas shortly with Gabby. But at half-time in this titanic tussle in North London, it's Arsenal 0, Real Madrid.
Oh, I already thought we'd had half time, but obviously not.
Where's my lucky sock?
right, I'm gonna go lie down. So what did you think about the first half, Mum?
Boring, not very exciting. I wanted Saka to do something, I suppose.
Well, we all can't succeed.
No, I know, darling.
We just gotta keep trying and trying again.
Happy days. When you've done enough, Uber Eats.
find and kill the people who murdered my wife. You're just there. Where he fell.
What's Rami Malek?
Do you account for the things I'm good at?
Mum, do you know that's Rami Malek?
Decompressing the glass beneath you. The Amateur, only in cinemas and IMAX, April 11th.
Right, I'm going to go to Twitter. I'll be right back.
Keep them connected on the UK's best network. Use essential apps even when we run out of data. Search EE Mobile.
Amsterdam is a really long way to drive for a holiday. Like, a really long way. So why not travel in an electric car that makes up to 424 miles? More luxurious. Like, really luxurious.
Where's Amsterdam?
In the Netherlands.
Where's the Netherlands?
What do you want?
Your brother.
I know. You can't tell from the tone of my voice that I know it's you.
I need your help.
These are before breaking. Do what I want when I want it. Have gun, will travel. Guess I hit him harder than I thought. Are you ready? Yeah. It's a family thing.
The Accountant 2 in cinemas April 25.
Welcome back to the Emirates, where we've enjoyed a fantastic first half here between Arsenal and Real Madrid in this Champions League quarter-final. It's goalless, but it has had its moments, and Arsenal have had their chances. As Mikel Arteta knows only too well, a capacity crowd here have been on the edge of their seats, as have my four pundits this evening. Daniel, Clarence, Cess and Wayne. We enjoyed that, didn't we, Cess?
Yes, it was a great start to the game from Arsenal. On the front foot, as Mikel told us before the game, they really wanted to go for it. And they really did. They created chances, they were dangerous. They had good press defenses. I think Clarence will talk about it a little bit later. But the important is that they were always being dangerous, always trying to be positive, taking one against one. This is why he's on the team. Creating chances, creating free kicks, dangerous positions where we know Arsenal can hurt anything in the world, and they were very, very brave. It's a shame that after, you know, they dropped a little bit that level, but in the first 10-15 minutes, it's exactly the Arsenal that we expected and that we want to see.
Yeah, a really fast start, and nearly scored from a couple of set pieces as well.
Yeah, they did. We spoke about before the game. Saka's delivery is excellent, and here too in quick succession. Really dangerous balls. Arsenal putting Real Madrid, putting Courtois under pressure. And, very unfortunate, obviously, not to score. I think they're looking very, very dangerous, especially down the right, but set pieces as well.
And there was quite a long decision over whether it was a handball and Arsenal potentially were going to receive a penalty shout there. It wasn't in the end. You agree with that, but you want to go back and show the build-up here.
Yeah, I think the build-up for Arsenal here, you see the way Madrid are set up in a 4-4-2, but they can pick them apart. The timing of the press from Madrid was a little bit too late from Rodrigo, and then it puts them in one-on-one positions in the wide areas, which is where Arsenal are the most dangerous as a team. Of course, you want your best players in these moments. Martinelli very sharp there, and I think it's important for Arsenal to continue to be brave and play out from the back, because yes, when they lose the ball, there are moments when Madrid are threatening, but when they play out from the back, like they did there, it shows that you can put your players in the positions they want to be in, and you can be devastating.
Happy with the decision, everyone?
That's true.
You were happy with it either way. It was just 50-50.
I think in the end, right, it's really close. If I'm an Arsenal player, I'm saying Ben. Obviously I am. But I think the defender is very close, so it could go either way.
They made mistakes, Arsenal, and it's in those moments that we see the speed with which Real Madrid can pounce on that, and their attack can turn very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, all that have been said about the good things Arsenal did, we expected that. And Real Madrid expected as well, but then what you don't want to do is to give away some stupid balls. And I think the reason why Arsenal dropped a little bit in terms of intensity and their conviction to become dangerous is because they lost a few of those balls in the midfield. And Madrid immediately showed they become dangerous, and it takes away some confidence, right? And, so they need to continue the way they do, but knowing that they're playing against a team that wants exactly that, and they can wait for those moments. And here again, you can see, you know, they are so ready to make the run with Mbappe, and these are chances. So, and of course it will happen, but you don't want to give it away. That's what I'm saying.
And of course, Arsenal have enormous threat down the wings, and we've seen that tonight, haven't we? Both Martinelli and Saka have sent some great balls in.
Yeah, I think both of them have been really dangerous. I think Saka, especially for me, coming off the right, and Odegaard just playing in this little position, always being there to support, if he needs that support. But Saka, that game, that confidence to get out his full back, 1v1, go inside and go outside, puts a lovely ball into the penalty. He'd be frustrated that none of his teammates have gone the end of this, because it's a fantastic ball, but I think he's the big threat in how long he can continue to keep us in fourth on into the second half, we don't know, but he's the one player who's really dangerous, and if anything, he's got a good flash, so kind of beat through him.
You would expect some more desire also from the midfielders to come in. I mean, he actually gives everybody the time, with the way he plays, to come in the box.
So he's standing the full back up, so for the forward or midfield player, even making a late run, they have to be ready and anticipate that he's going to build that ball.
Yeah, we're seeing Declan Rice arrive in the box a lot more in this game, and my expectation of him, you know, as his career develops, is to score more goals. And I think in these games like this, when there is a big space for a midfielder to time his runs perfectly, Marino's outstanding at timing his run for crosses, but Rice needs to do that a lot more and make sure he puts himself in those positions and wants to be the guy to score the goal.
This will suit Real Madrid. There's never going to be panic from them, is there, in a scoreline like this? They're just so experienced.
They're the team in a better place at the moment, so Arsenal really needs a push to make a win here.
Yeah, I would think so. If I was Carlo or Mikel, I think at that moment, the way it's going, I think Carlo would be the better.
Two people
the
watching.
more confident,
Hi guys, welcome to the
if
chat.
it's going like that, they can score a goal.
They are on the edge of their seats here. A big 45 minutes coming up for Arsenal. They will want to take something back to the Bernabeu next week, and Mikel Arteta knows that only too well. Second half coming up.
The second half is coming up after possibly this batch of adverts.
Wait, hold up.
The only phone with AdMe, Google Pixel 9, proud partner of Arsenal Football Club.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe? Us?
Why, you got someplace to be?
None of us comply. We all just punch and shoot.
Oh yeah!
Alex, save your sweat.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'd like not to die today.
Thunderbolts. Only cinemas me first.
See how managing finances and customers powers your business growth. All on the Intuit QuickBooks platform.
Say hi, Chachu. Oh, hello, my good boy.
It's sweeter than the sweetest with the new Lynx Fine Fragrance Collection.
Rule number one, never open the package.
But I never did.
What's your mission, man? Rule number 2. No names. Rule number 3. A deal is a deal and cannot be renegotiated.
Ready for your next mission. The new Volkswagen Transporter.
You know that being a soldier is exciting, but what you want to know is, what's in it for me?
I've seen this advert
Being able to do this while I
before the game.
what's in it for me?
How are the kids?
Oh, they're fine.
Wife?
Ex-wife.
I gotta deliver some bad news. You're fired.
What?
I don't think that was Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my God. 6 months.
Rich guy loses his job, turns to petty crime. That's stupidity.
Maybe it's just desperation.
It was your job to fight for Mom for us.
How did everything go so wrong so fast?
I think after this MasterCard interview with Lionel Messi,
Timber.
oh shit.
Towards race. Martinelli. Double save by Courtois.
Half-time at the Emirates, Arsenal 0, Real Madrid 0. As you said before the game, you were confident Arsenal would win this first leg. Are you as confident? More confident?
I am still confident. It's true that after a great start,
Is this when the
to
players
game,
come out for the
creating
second
chances,
half?
very positive. Arsenal lost a little bit of belief due to losing a couple of balls in midfield and receiving a few counterattacks, which is exactly what we said that Madrid would be looking for in today's game. But they finished the first half very, very well. Attacking, getting people into the box. Being threatening with Saka on the right hand side, who is the most dangerous player for now. And let's see. But if they keep going like this and they have a good press defense when they lose the ball, they have a chance.
Is that what Mikel Arteta will be saying in terms of route to goal?
Yeah.
Give the ball as much as possible to Saka, who is starting for the first time in 3.5 months, but looks like he's gathering momentum.
Yeah, let's see how long he has legs for. That's the next step to understand where his fitness is. But for me, it's a game of patience. It's a game of cooking it in slow fire, to make very short passes. A lot of passes make Madrid, go side to side and then get people into the box and finish those chances. Very important to finish those chances and not receive counterattacks.
Absolutely, and of course, good history repeats itself. 19 years ago, you had a wonderful start to the second half in the Bernabeu, didn't you? Fabregas to Henry, one moment, the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it is one moment, not from myself doing a pass of 5 meters, but from the run of the player. Of course, the closest to carrying this game is Kylian Mbappe, but if Arsenal want to create something of this caliber, it has to go through Bukayo Saka.
Thank you, Seth. Let's rejoin our commentators for the second half. Alan Shearer and George Chapman.
Sophie. Dad.
Pondering the importance of the first leg.
Dad.
He's been carrying it.
If you look at the comparative records, the last 9 first legs that Arsenal have played, they won 1.
Hello, welcome to the club.
Get to bed. You're fast asleep now. Everything's sorted. Comes watching the second half with me. But I'll leave down here tonight.
Yeah, they'll be really happy. They've gone in with the scoreline that was at half time. Conceded chances, but they will believe in what they've got and how they play and the confidence they've got in this competition that they can go away with something from this ground. And I think it's fairly agreeable that if Arsenal are going to go through here, they're going to have to take something with them next week.
They learned the hard way that a home draw in a quarter-final is rarely good enough. That was 12 months ago against Bayern when they were held here on a night of defensive mistakes 2-2.
No one. I feel
Just turn
lonely.
it off. I know you feel lonely, mate.
No one is watching now.
Who?
One person's watching.
Where's Pricey?
I don't know where Pricey is. I haven't received any messages yet.
Have you messaged Pricey?
No.
Well, maybe he's felt you never messaged him.
21 years, Monaco.
I'm not really that friends with Cameron.
Oh, he's a good
They're aiming for
friend.
fifth
He
and
always
second
was.
semi-final and a
But
13th
sometimes he's
semi
annoying.
in the last.
So are you.
I'm not that annoying.
You're very annoying.
15 wins in this
No.
competition is really remarkable. What's the next best? 7? Milan?
Trying to chisel away at the side with the amount of self-belief.
Right, the second half is about to commence.
Herculean task.
Like, turn it off now, do you snuggle?
No. No. It's 9:05 p.m. now.
This season in all competitions, they've conceded 61 goals.
So I'm coming to sit
Across
with
the
you.
board. They are fairly generous defensively. They were against
No.
Valencia at the weekend.
Yes.
Just
No, Dad.
Champions League
turning
dust to them.
electricity
They've done their capes and become Superman.
We saw that in the first half, John, didn't we? The chance of that Arsenal created.
Look,
really
people
hope
can
that
see you
the
being
goal
nice.
not taken.
Get it off.
I love you, Dad.
Sensio, back to Courtois.
More of the same though,
Oh,
feeding the
my
wingers.
arm.
You've seen the
What's
problems
happening?
that they've caused. Get the ball into the 1v1.
My dad's being gangster.
Someone
Oh,
gets
that
on
was a
you.
good ball.
Where is Declan
Martinelli
Rice?
to Declan Rice.
Those two chances
Cuts onto his right foot. Marino, and then Camavinga clears away.
Bukayo Saka.
Oh, what the hell is my dad doing?
Battled in towards early
Yeah, people are going to be seeing this, Dad.
With pace though, just to beat that first man. Just couldn't get control of the holding on.
No one's watching.
Verdegaard. Rudiger. So to Courtois.
Gently.
Yeah, if I manage to outlive the second half on this live stream, it's going to be historical.
We'll leave her down there.
Only goal of the Arsenal Real Madrid round of
We'll just
16
pick her up,
tie
isn't it?
was
Oh,
scored.
you're going to pick her up. Just do everything for me.
Henry, 27th minute.
Oh, look, I think we're up.
Gabriel, with his crutches, we know he's not going to play again this season.
So Gabriel, he's not playing anyway for the rest of the season. So Saka's back, Gabriel ain't.
The same with Kai Havertz.
There's Havertz off as well.
Yeah, until I think June the 30th.
Oh,
Calafiori's coming back in a few weeks' time. I think it's the 21st of
All the
April.
great passers and all the great players that Real Madrid
Well, this
have got,
season's
they're not
another
right to
letdown
get
as
the
well,
ball
is
forward
it?
very early.
We're about to get 3 second places in a row.
See so many teams
I reckon
doing
if
that.
Saka had been
Why shouldn't it be
playing,
with the pace they've got up front?
we've got a very good chance of being up at the front. So who is it? Liverpool, then who?
Then us.
Echoing around the Emirates.
Yeah. Other 2 times it was Manchester City. Being affectionate. Dad, they can see you here.
Oh, okay. No. I mean, no, I'm not. Yes, no, yes, no.
Rice.
That is time.
Oh, fuck no.
And here's Martinelli.
Is it we're a goal, Dad?
Step.
Martinelli?
Oh, shit. Cross, wasn't it?
Dribbling up again. Rodrigo has seen 1v1 that stand very little
Oh
chance.
no, no,
for
that's weird
fullbacks.
actually.
That is weird, yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody stopped it, they're going to have
nice.
some help.
Well, it is, but you're online, so.
Yeah, but it's not illegal though.
There's lots of things that aren't legal but are still weird.
Yeah.
So what is this for then? This Real Madrid versus... Is it for a certain cup?
Champions League.
Right.
It's Rodrigo, lovely play.
Oh.
Lovely defending from Miles Lewis-Skelly, and now Mikel Merino. He goes down. No free kick, says the referee. And now here is Federico Valverde. I think the 5 lines under the 2 teams, they show how many substitutes they can have, they can make.
31 Champions League winners medals between them. Since the Champions League winner is Jorginho.
Do you think... oh, who's the little fella? Best player.
Miles Lewis-Skelly?
No.
The players like a...
No.
From Arsenal?
No.
And who then? Oh, that's not good. Side netting, side netting. Messi.
Who's he playing for?
Into Miami. He can't compete in the European Champions League.
No, do you think he'll ever finish his career with Real Madrid or something?
Real Madrid now, he wouldn't let down Barcelona. He's into Miami.
Has he played for Paris Saint-Germain before?
Yeah, for 2 years, between 2021 and 2023. I remember when I watched his debut.
So where's he going to finish up?
I don't know.
So he's
some players,
David Beckham's team then?
For example, Steven Gerrard, they finished their career in the MLS.
So how much is he getting paid?
I don't know. A lot every second. His salary will be massive. Miles Lewis-Skelly picks out Gabriel Martinelli. Lewis-Skelly finds Thomas Partey. That's a lovely ball to Bukayo Saka.
Timber.
Jurrien Timber. William Saliba. Is Odegaard.
Camavinga, the ball spins out to Bellingham. Vinicius.
Bellingham is playing for Real Madrid.
His Odegaard and Mbappe. Now Rodrigo to Luka Modric. He turns.
Who did Luka Modric used to play for?
Dynamo Zagreb and Tottenham Hotspur, and he's been at Real Madrid since 2012.
Where's the one that was with Arsenal that they never played him?
They never played him.
Do you remember he was there for ages and Arteta never played him, they had a fallout.
I don't remember.
Come on, he's blonde. He was always on the subs bench.
Wasn't Bernd Leno?
No.
I don't know. Emil Smith Rowe?
No.
Martin Odegaard?
Did he used to play Martin Odegaard?
Yeah, he's still in the team.
No, then it's not him. It's about 5 years ago.
Then how would I know?
It was when he was like substituted. When do you remember when we watched Newcastle?
I think we'll stay down. Touches the ball.
No. Camavinga's clutching his face. He's issuing a yellow card to Thomas Partey. He did that to him.
Look at them.
Suspension for another yellow card tonight.
And how many people watch
Players
it?
out there in that situation.
How many people's watching it?
Yeah, but they might
How many?
They might go back and
How
see.
many?
Dad, shut up. They could
How
go back.
many?
Everyone's watching Be Good Normal.
No one can see me.
Yes, they can. Look.
And they definitely don't hear me say. a banana.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not racist. Do you know if there's anything I hate more than racism in this world?
No, it is.
What?
Just say it. Just say it. No, you don't. Be surprised. I'm going to get demonetized because of you.
The first 5 games and then had a bit of a scramble.
Squeeze my
Heaven
hands.
to go through the dignity of the playoff, which
Oh, no,
is
don't.
Manchester City.
My knuckles.
Yeah, one person's watching, by the way.
Okay, who's that?
Oh no, reveal yourself.
Round of 16.
Is Rice. They're going to stop things all. Oh, chance! Rice. When the guy said lovely pass,
To the rescue.
you know how I sprinted into reaction. Asensio coming in to save Real Madrid. Look at him.
I think it's actually gone off for the throw-in.
Getting more of my dad now. He's growing a beard. You need to shave it. You're coming up to 60 and you might still want to impress yourself in the ladies.
She won't let me.
That'll be your Ecostasio.
Lewis Skelly.
Squeeze. Come on. Well, nicely.
Yeah, we're just saying, we're scared, so we're at home to brace ourselves. Bukayo Saka, look at him go! He wins a free kick as well.
And a free kick to Arsenal.
It was really good play. He was waiting for the challenge. He was waiting and waiting and waiting. He knew it was going to come. He was really patient. You've got that ability and that strength. Holding defenders off. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, he's saying. Really intelligent play that is from Saka. Just wonder how long he's going to give him, Mikel Arteta, whether he gives him an hour or 75 minutes or so, but he's without doubt been Arsenal's best player tonight.
This is one of his first games back as well. Great to have him back. I thought he was going to be out for the rest of the season. Dad, there's the piano seat for you.
Or for you.
Dad, just be not sleep, sit down with Mummies.
I'm agreeing with that, gorilla.
She's not a gorilla.
Come on, get in yours.
This is right foot. Saka is left.
Declan Rice to take the free kick. In he comes.
Declan Rice!
Yes!
It's a really special moment.
Oh my god!
That was so obvious.
Oh my god! I can't even celebrate because my mum's sleeping. Arsenal! Alright, Arsenal have scored against Real Madrid. We're beating Real Madrid.
Just before Declan Rice has weighted up.
Declan Rice directing the free kick. What a goal. What a goal from Rice.
A bit of finesse, a bit of curl. What a strike.
The cameras are on Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. You see how Courtois is leaving so much space. What a free kick from Declan Rice. He wheels away in celebration. I don't know.
Look at that, it went
That
round
was
and
brilliant.
round.
One of the
It went
goals of the
around
month for
and
Arsenal.
That is one of the great direct free kicks, and it's drawn oohs and ahs from the crowd as they see the replays on the giant screens.
That's got me hiccuping. That's how powerful that free kick was.
With that quality from that distance in that style.
Real Madrid
Sensational.
are in huge trouble. Oh my god. We're beating Real Madrid, Dad. Need to get me some water.
Player on the man who's into the line.
No.
You can find him now.
That's a brilliant goal. Exactly what Arsenal needed. So the crowd now go absolutely wild, so they should do. They've seen a goal of the highest quality. No more than they deserve.
Valverde, Rodrigo. 1-0 to the Arsenal Crow the Gunners supporters.
Scratch my back.
Vinicius.
Get back out of the way.
Blocked behind by Timber.
Okay, we've just hit
And
the
look
hour
who was
mark.
here to watch, the king of the curling free kick, Roberto Carlos.
He did that in front of Roberto Carlos.
Well, the free kick that he hit. Look at the bend on that Declan Rice.
Oh,
It
the
must
girls.
stop 5 or 6 yards
They're going to
outside
get
the post.
impregnated.
So do you have to put a curl on it?
I don't know. In comes the corner though. Oh crap. Okay, good save, good save. Bellingham denied by David Raya.
Torino punches it forward, looking for Martinelli. There first is Valverde.
See that? He's pushing me.
I want to see the.
Right, sit on the piano seat.
Lost control of the
Odegaard.
Here's Martin Odegaard. Alright, no more scratches.
No more scratches.
For now, because it's big.
So clever as well from Saka from winning the free kick in the first place. The way he held onto the ball.
Oh, that's a poor pass from Alaba. Oh, that hurts, that hurts. Does my bone in.
Scratch my leg.
Odegaard.
Scratch my
Oh,
leg.
in your bloody dreams.
Bukayo Saka.
Oh, Saki.
The
Oh.
corner.
Really has been great, Saka. Every time he's had the ball, he's caused a problem. I just don't know where he's going to go or what he's going to do. He looks fit, he looks strong, powerful, running with the ball, putting some good crosses in, winning free kicks.
After this corner, I'll make a run for it.
Arsenal are locked and loaded for it.
You've got to remember that Arsenal club. They didn't get on with Arteta.
Is that Aaron Ramsdale? In it comes. Grab flight quarter, right, quick.
Arsenal managing to prevent the quick distribution as well from Courtois.
Really good goalkeeping again. Said that when you're under pressure, as they have been, you need to keep it a help you. That's what he did. Courtois did it really well. No panic from this Madrid side though. They've been here before. They keep doing what they're doing and believe they'll carve out an opportunity.
Bullshit. I saw the score.
The score. You don't stick your finger up your nose and
I'm not.
you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did.
Do you need to splash this at you? No. Absolutely slaughtered it.
It's because it's spots me, so.
No, I'll be screaming.
Speak too soon from an Arsenal point of view, but they're holding up well. They really are. They've got a good shape about them at the minute in the second half.
Vinicius. This by Rice.
Won't score many better, will he?
I'm still hiccuping. That's a great catch from David Raya. And he rolls it to Declan Rice, the goal scorer. Got to survive 25 more minutes of this. And not only will Arsenal win as it stands, but we can finally go to bed.
Good job.
Yeah.
Guess who you've got a meeting with him in the morning?
Dale.
David.
Partey plays it through. Rice could be in.
Ow.
And Valverde looks to
He's done
clear.
really well tonight, hasn't he, Declan Rice? He's got the balance absolutely spot on between his defensive duties and also running forward, which is what he's very, very good at doing.
To duel with Mbappe to huge cheers. Julian Timber. Saka. Partey. Martinelli.
Here's Gabriel Martinelli.
Lewis Skelly.
Miles Lewis Skelly to Jakob Kiwior. Rice.
Lewis Skelly.
Lewis Skelly. Oh, lovely. Martinelli, good save. Chance. Marino, and again.
Oh my god.
Triple save. Is someone get that guy drug tested?
Marino, again, the passing and the movement and the running in behind from Arsenal players. One good save and then the
One,
from
two.
Alaba. And then he gets up and it's another one.
One from Martinelli. Two from Marino. One.
See Alaba just running towards the...
Two.
No, that was
that?
Benedict.
Look, hang on, was that
Really is
Alaba?
an impressive clearance.
Blocked by Alaba.
So he gets that.
Then he gets it back. And a shot. Great save from Courtois.
Wow.
It's the only real good player in the Real Madrid squad today. In it comes. Punched away.
It's Rice.
Rice! Off the line.
Bellingham off the line this time.
Under severe pressure, Arsenal. Really intelligent, good play.
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
Saka.
Saka.
Oh my god.
Partey.
Saka.
It's a free kick for the Gunners.
The way he just gliding past players.
Oh no. Saka. He's sure. Famous last words.
Another free kick he wins for his team. It's the other one off the line. This time it's Bellingham off the line.
Scratch my head. Wait till the time. Scratch.
For real? You do
Second half's
need?
been up to now for Arsenal. They really have dominated
Oh, no,
every
who was
single
that?
position. They've been tight at the back, but in forward positions, the way they're moving it around.
Rice.
Marino is down.
Marino.
Arsenal. Saka's taken a while to pick himself back up. He's might be right to look and feel a little weary. There was a yellow card administered after the foul by Camavinga. It's yet to be confirmed officially. There is Eduardo Camavinga. will be out of the second leg next week in Madrid. So, any ideas from this sort of distance, Alan?
Oh, I would do if I was Declan Rice. I'd do exactly the same again. Why not? The way he's playing, he should do. The way he hit that first one. See if he can go the other side over the wall this
Do
time.
you reckon he could go from here?
If he does it again,
Top left.
Rice has done it before. But can he do it again, or will he give it to Martin Odegaard? It's Rice. He's done it again! Oh my God! Declan Rice has done it again! It's 2-0 and Mum's woken up.
The stuff of dreams for Declan Rice and
What a night for Declan Rice.
You thought the first one was impressive. Have another look at this one. Goodness me, the accuracy, the
It's a humiliating night for Thibaut Courtois. A humiliating night for Carlo Ancelotti. And a humiliating ride for Real Madrid. Once again, directly from the free kick, Declan Rice has scored.
The Arsenal guy gave it away that he knew. He was blocking it and then he ducked down. Look, watch. See? They were hiding it.
Sensational. Look at Courtois, he's nowhere near it.
Top bins. You got to put some swaz on it, Gromit.
Just as he hits it.
Top bins.
Because of the pace, he's got no chance. Absolutely incredible.
To see one of that quality, you consider yourself fortunate. To see two in the space of 13 minutes is just
Once again, the camera.
He's just punched your teddy bear.
No, I didn't.
Luka Modric has exited, replaced by Lucas Vazquez.
Poor Bubbles. Come here. Keep Bubbles to me to the
Camavinga.
Will Real Madrid make a comeback? They've barely done anything in the second half. Rodrigo to Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo to Eduardo Camavinga. That's a lovely ball. Alaba heads it down. Great save from David Raya. One person watching.
What a position to put themselves in now, Arsenal. What about
Who's
20 minutes to
watching,
go?
Cal?
I don't know.
So impressive this second half. They've done
I can't.
everything right.
Camavinga gets a yellow card, so he'll miss the second leg.
Sensational. They deserve to be.
How are we beating Real Madrid? What a free kick from Declan Rice.
There's only one guy going to take it after his first one. Do you think he could hit another one like that? I wasn't so sure, were you?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, goodness me, could he? And didn't he just?
Look at Mbappe's facial
An
expressions.
insouciant response from Kylian Mbappe. And Real Madrid have got proper work to do now.
Saka coming off.
He's a blonde chicken drinking.
We shouldn't underestimate Bukayo Saka's contribution on his return to the starting 11.
Shut your bloody mouth.
He has led Real Madrid a merry dance.
Just couldn't handle him. They couldn't handle him at all. The way he travelled with the ball, the way he
Piranhas that eat the things. Saka is off for Leandro Trossard.
He was going to go. He's given him a torrid evening. He really has.
74 minutes without conceding against Real Madrid.
And again, it was his free kick.
Two free kicks.
As he did the first one.
Now that's what I call progression.
Thomas Partey.
Still hiccuping.
You're better than this, aren't you?
Yeah. Like Sid Vicious. Yeah. He had no chance. Declan Rice to Leandro Trossard. Miles Lewis Skelly. Chance. Oh my God, it's free. It's 3-0 to Arsenal. And it's Mikel Merino. I can't believe this. We're beating Real Madrid 3-0. How are we doing this?
What?
You cut up the camera shortbread.
Mum, can we have an extra one because we're winning 3-0?
Kelly's had some.
It's an extra.
Horses
Mikel
upstairs.
Merino,
Hey?
Kai Havertz,
Animals are in bed.
and Gabriel Jesus' replacement up front has just possibly settled it. It really looks as if Arsenal are going through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We are beating Real Madrid. What a goal.
Spin on it.
With a spin into the bottom left-hand corner. Mikel Merino makes it Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0.
They've been practicing their spinning, haven't they?
I don't think they can believe it. Nothing more than they deserve either.
I've been on live for almost 2.5 hours.
My God, you could put the world
And
to
with
sleep.
15 minutes to go.
Pretty solid together.
Oh, if it's 4. If it's 4. Oh, we're being pressured. And Martinelli goes down. Real Madrid concede a free kick. Carlo Ancelotti has won about 2 or 3 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. And we are absolutely thrashing his side.
Look, they got heartbroken.
Feel bad for them.
Good boy.
The ultimate insult from Arsenal fans.
Stones.
I'll let you tell everyone what they're seeing. They look so strong, Arsenal. They look so powerful. They look as if they're full of energy. They really are. And the pace that they're playing at is too much for this Madrid side in the second half.
Here's Vinicius Jr. He's entered the area. And there's Mbappe. It's going towards Bellingham. Free kick Arsenal. Everything is going our way here. How are we winning 3-0 against Real Madrid? If the 2006 game wasn't good enough, we've certainly made sure that tonight this is going to be remembered for decades, for generations to come.
We thought he couldn't better it.
Just jumps and he tries to cheat and go behind the wall because he thinks he's going over.
What a goal!
By the time he tries to get back over, it's too late. Top corner.
Even Jorginho can't believe it.
Performance. Two great strikes.
Oh, 5 total attempts, 3 on target, 2 goals.
Kieran Tierney is ready to come on, and this is going to be one of the great ovations. Declan Rice, after the performance of his life, a truly virtuoso display of set-piece brilliance.
Kieran Tierney comes on for Declan Rice.
When you take away his 2 goals, his performance back to front has been so impressive as well. Tackling, driving forward with the ball, getting into forward positions and causing them problems.
Real Madrid have made a substitution at left back. Maybe they should have done it earlier.
David Alba's off of Fran Garcia. Yeah.
Unless you go on that way.
And this could spell real trouble for Ancelotti, because managers are judged purely on trophies. The big ones, La Liga, and most of all the Champions League. And yes, there's a second leg to come.
Miles Lewis Skelly.
Superpowers of Real Madrid inside the Bernabeu.
Kieran Tierney.
Have a chance, but if they were to go out at the quarter-final stage for the first time in 21 years, that would probably spell the end.
Well, we said before the game, didn't we, that they do give you chances, and if you take them, they'll be in trouble. We've done it the weekend, Real Madrid, and looks as if they're going to be done again tonight this evening. Nothing more than deserved.
Oh, here we go. Oh, could have been 4. I'm picturing 4-0, maybe 5. Real Madrid look well and truly defeated.
The first direct free kick he has ever scored in his senior career.
Where's he been all the years? Why hasn't he taken any?
339 games without
Rice is making straight people turn gay now. Men, I'm talking about.
He's only the 5th player in Champions League history to score a pair of free kicks in the same game, and he's in good company because the list also includes Rivaldo, Neymar, and Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is good company. I saw Roberto Carlos earlier there, didn't he? That free kick was against France, I think, in the tournament.
The tournament, 1995, yes.
Last time England lifted a trophy, that was, John.
Tierney, who was pulled back, and it is an Arsenal free kick.
Free kick for Arsenal.
We wondered whether the Arsenal players were going to respond to the atmosphere that the fans created before and during the game. More than done that, haven't they?
Lewis Skelly with the assist, Marino with the goal.
Going away from goal like he was. Really clever movement, but going away to get that connection.
I wonder if we're going to hit the 3-hour mark on this live stream. I don't think we will.
6 goals in his last 10 games as a makeshift striker.
Look at his lips.
4 career goals against Real Madrid. He scored for Sociedad. It's there. His favourite opponents. It's Martinelli.
Martinelli.
Positive again. Really got an energy about them. When they win the ball, get it forward as quick as possible. Causing chaos, they really are.
I think staying up for the second half, it was worth it. Do you know why I'm hiccuping?
Because you're not tickling anymore.
Bullshit, give me the actual reason. Is it because I'm tired and I can't control myself? In it comes. Can we go for a fourth? Courtois punches it away. Free kick. Now they've got the chance to beat this up. Will Real Madrid make a comeback?
Brahim Diaz is coming on.
Brahim Diaz is coming on for Rodrigo. Dude. I love the Arsenal fans. Jacqueline Joss, who plays Lauren in EastEnders, she's an Arsenal fan.
Great, and let's be honest, unexpected margins of victory for English teams against the top flight European opposition.
Oh, it's so impressive. I mean, it's been must be one of the best nights they've had here. It really has, and an impressive performance as well. When you consider the injuries and the problems coming into this game for Arsenal, the position that they've now put themselves in, no one expected this. Even the biggest supporters
As you get back there,
wouldn't have thought that they would have
is
been
Kieran
this good.
Tierney,
And the other thing to say, assuming Arsenal win this game, which I think we can
Miles
see
Lewis Skelly,
now is likely,
William
those
Saliba,
will be the critical points that will take the English coefficient
Timber.
in Europe to the stage where there will definitely be 5 English teams in the Champions League next season.
No, it's just got better, John. For obvious reasons.
just got an Instagram notification from the Grammys.
What, you won one?
No, it's the nominees come in November.
Have you been nominated?
Wish. I want to speak to the Grammys. I want to tell them that I've got an album called Keep It Lemon.
Well, why can't you speak to the Grammys instead? Win a Grammy Award.
Because I get nominated.
Put out Arsenal from the first half, which was their main threat from Real Madrid, is when they got a little bit sloppy and they gave the ball away, and Madrid hit them really quickly on the break, 2 or 3 occasions. We haven't seen that at all this half, because they've been much better with the ball. They just haven't given Madrid a sniff, have they, this half?
87th minute. I don't think I'll ever forget this game. Not even people with dementia will forget this game. Exactly. Real Madrid have it back. Kylian Mbappe's there, but so was an Arsenal player. Raya
Studiously, Leandro Trossard
plays it to Leandro Trossard. It's a great run down the left. Can we wrap it up? Trossard. Marino to Lewis Skelly. It's Kieran Tierney. Fucking hell, my stupid hiccups. It sounds as if I'm lagging. Should I spin around 10 times to see if anything will happen?
We're getting the layers, we're getting the back flips, we're getting everything now.
Oh, I wish girls did that to me on holidays.
to maintain the clean sheet.
Girls of
What
age.
hands your football?
No, give me scratches, because I'll be in heaven.
So would I be.
Ancelotti's got his dark coat, his dark tie, his dark trousers, his dark shoes.
What's your favourite ever in-betweener scene? Maybe the funeral thing? Where they accidentally get in the way of a funeral.
We've been lucky this season with some games we've watched, haven't we?
Lewis Skelly.
This is one of them. Incredible.
This goes pretty close to the top of the list.
Saw Arsenal score all those goals in PSV, wasn't it?
Yes.
Brilliant game at Anfield at PSG. It really has been remarkable, some games in the Champions League this season.
Madrid's late comeback against Manchester City at the Etihad.
This has to top the lot though, doesn't it? It really does.
Beyond question. So we need to extend that unbeaten record against Real Madrid. 3 games. Those 2 were 19 years ago. Real Madrid have yet to score a goal against Arsenal.
Lovely from Trossard. I loved his footwork there.
What's that song? Can we play you every week?
Let's hope we don't bottle it at the Santiago Bernabeu.
In one of those nights. Absolutely loved it. It was a pleasure to be here. It really has. I think the Arsenal fans will be saying the same in 5, 10, 15, 20 years' time. Do you remember that night when we beat Madrid?
There's a signature memory that Arsenal fans will talk about for seasons, years to come. Fran Garcia. Not far from done though yet. This is Vinicius.
Here's Vinicius Junior. And that's going to go into the ones of going wrong.
Ryan makes
Oh, 90th minute. We're coming into stoppage time here. Final few seconds of normal time. Now, how many minutes? We've got 4 minutes. The Real Madrid fans look absolutely dejected.
Years of success.
If they can't beat us, who will beat us?
My wrist.
We'll never know. Oh, your wrist will beat this.
Declan Rice has written his own headlines, not once, but twice.
If he gets man of the match, it's 100%. It's 100% deserved. 2 free kicks, 2 goals. My sweaty arse crack.
That's not a bad finish either.
Look at that. And then Mikel Merino with a first time spinning finish. Do you know, some idiots at school were saying to me, oh, Arsenal are going to get battered by Real Madrid. Well, who's getting the last laugh?
There you go, Cal.
3-0 Arsenal. And if we do make it through to the semi-finals, I'll happily gloat about it in, for example, Man City fans' faces. Jurrien Timber is off for Ben White. Oh, it's hit Lucas Vasquez and gone out for an Arsenal throw-in. I wonder if Mbappe and Bellingham are going to get racist abuse. Because that's pretty common. When I watched the Euro 2020 final between Italy and England, and when Saka missed that penalty that gave Italy the title, I just knew Rashford, Sancho and Saka would get racist abuse. And I wasn't the only one thinking about it. Carlo Ancelotti looks on, emotionless. A lot of emotions though inside of his mind, all negative. How is he going to fix this?
Good job in there as well, you know. Covered a lot of ground, put some really important tackles in as well, protecting his back four like that when he's had to. Been so many good ones though, he really has, all over the park.
Rudiger.
Oh, we're a few seconds away. Does it really matter if Real Madrid score? Maybe. Because of the second leg.
Clean sheet.
We want a clean sheet. Let's hope that they don't score here. Vasquez headed away. And they're going to get it back here. They need that goal. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, lovely play from him. He's still going. He goes down. No penalty. And here come Arsenal. Free kick. Oh, he's already on the yellow card, which means Eduardo Camavinga has been sent off. Bye. No, but he was already going to miss the match. That caps off Real Madrid's night.
Real Madrid up this evening, it really does.
Alan Shearer said the same.
But how impressive again Arsenal to win. Getting the men behind the ball, there was just no way through at all for them. They win the ball back, then they win the free kick.
And look at the Arsenal fans behind Ancelotti. They're doing him dirty here with that. When this kick is taken, the referee will blow his whistle to signal the end of the first half. The first leg of the quarter-final tie between Arsenal and Real Madrid. Or will we go for a fourth? Lucas Vazquez to Thibaut Courtois. The 4 minutes are already up. Remember the date. Tuesday the 8th of April 2025. Arsenal have done the unthinkable. They have beaten the greatest Champions League team of all time. We have beat Real Madrid by 3 goals to 0. 2 goals from 2 free kicks by Declan Rice, and then a third from a first-time finish by Mikel Merino. No one expected this to happen. The final score at the Emirates Stadium, a match that will go down in history. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Thank you so much for watching the live stream with me and my dad. I will see you all on the next one, which is tomorrow, and bye.